Hi, I am Donnie the Body Man. I have been doing body work since, well, it's really hard to say, most of my life, off and on. My family has been in body work ever since there have been cars. My great-great-grandfather was a blacksmith. My great-grandfather was a blacksmith who became a body man because when they started coming out with the cars and got a dent in it, they had no idea what to do with it. So they took it to the blacksmith. All of my great-grandfather's children, excluding a daughter, were combination men who did paint and body work. My dad was mostly a body man who did some painting, and my uncle was a painter who did some body work. I worked in the body shop as a teenager in my 20s. Probably got really serious about it in my 30s. And I'm 58 now, soon to be 59. So I've got over a couple of decades of working the line. I'm heading into my 60s. I want to be a digital creator in my, I guess, what I like to call my second childhood, which is going to be somewhat after body work, career-wise. This is really awkward for me. I don't know how to make videos yet. I'm just driving around, talking to my phone and y'all. But one of the best pieces of advice that I've ever heard was just get out there and do it and be horrible and just keep doing it and you'll get better. That was, I want to say Joe Walsh said that. I have also most of my life been a really big music fan. I write songs and played in bands. I've made a lot of recordings. I'm been working for well over a decade producing my own tracks, of which you can hear a little bit in the background. That's kind of my whole motive for being a digital creator and putting videos on YouTube. Every video I make for YouTube is going to have my music in it. I actually wasn't really interested in doing a body shop channel at first, but I heard somebody give some advice to somebody else saying, you know, just make videos on cars and working on cars, doing body work and mechanical work, and put your songs in the background. And I thought that was really good advice, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make every video I can think of to make, and my songs will be in there somewhere. Pretty much my focus for this channel is going to be about being a mudslinger. I don't mean like in a political sense where you're just like slinging political mud at your opponent. I'm talking about slinging body filler, because body filler repairs are where the money is at in a body shop. I mean, if you do hard hits, which I've done my fair share already, and I have no intention of doing any more. Actually, I work at a Mako, and we don't even have a full frame machine with clamps. We don't have a measuring system. It's not even possible for me to do a hard hit where I work. I sling a lot of mud. I fix a lot of rust. I fix a lot of stuff that nobody else wants to fix. So as far as the art of body work, I'm going to be focusing on the art of metal straightening, the art of blocking, and that's where it's going to get interesting. Just to give you a little bit of background, my dad, who I'll refer to as senior, because I'm a junior, but I don't like to be called junior. Kind of like Indiana Jones in that respect. Don't call me junior. I grew up watching my dad work body filler or mud with a DA. He used a National Detroit pistol grip DA. I never and will never get the feel for blocking with a National Detroit pistol grip. By chance, a Dynabrade palm sander came into my toolbox. Not really by choice. I'll tell that story later. But I found the Dynabrade palm sander has a much less aggressive cut than the National Detroit. So I've been using my Dynabrade to block mud for a couple of decades now. More recently, I have gotten more advanced. I've really paid more attention to how much I can actually block with a Dynabrade DA. And I notice some people who work in body shops, that might sound crazy, but you can be very effective in your blocking and very fast using the DA. More than I ever would have guessed. This is a very low tech video, but it's more of an introduction and just a chance for me to start. I've been, I guess, suffering from what you could call analysis paralysis in starting this channel, and my New Year's resolution is just work on it all this year and get better at it. So this is my chance to just get on YouTube and just suck, but at least be putting one foot in front of the other. I have somewhat of an idea of how to go about explaining what I do. Let me say, this is not going to be telling you how to do body work as much as it's going to be telling you how I do it. And you can pick and choose and take whatever you want. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just going to make videos about how I do body work, and try to, I guess the best way to explain my motivation is I had the good fortune to be the son of Don Connor Sr. and to be trained by him, which for the most part consisted of his size 12 up my hind parts most of the time, until finally when I was in my 30s he gave me the official okay, you're a body man, which, if anybody's familiar with body work, you kind of start out as a helper. From there you go to junior body man, which means you can do straightening and change out parts, but you're not really at the point yet where you can fix anything that comes through the door. Once you get to that point where you can do a hard hit, then you're officially considered a body man. And I got that blessing from Senior, so I went from there working, God, it would take me too long for this video to figure out how many shops I've worked in. Worked in some really good ones, some really bad ones. It was all collision repair, pretty much. The whole iCar thing, which I'm not going to go into. I'm not going to go into a lot of the collision repair side of the industry. I am going to focus more on the body work, body shop side of it, something that's closer to where I work now, where we're really just straightening dents, straightening hits that have basically destroyed the quarter panel, the inner wheelhouse, and I am sure I will be talking about repairing rubber bumpers, because I'm pretty strong, I think, in that area. But this is my introduction video for the Art of Body Work. Actually, I think it's Art of Body Repair YouTube channel. So hopefully this will give you an idea of what the channel is going to be about, and I look forward to trying to grow a community of body repair professionals on YouTube that hopefully might be able to gain something from listening to me talk about repairing cars and trucks. Like I said, it's going to be very low tech and I don't even know, very amateur to begin with, because I am most definitely an amateur at YouTube and making videos. Like I said, I have my very elaborate hobby is being a singer-songwriter, and I am also starting a channel for songwriting that'll be about my songwriting, which hopefully I get a chance to make that video today too. I picked out the song I want to do, and it's probably going to be just as horrible as this video, but like I said, it's a jumping off point, a place for me to get started, and that's, I think, the most important thing at this point, is just to get started, be really awful at it, and get better at it. And we'll find out by the end of the year. I should do a Christmas video at the end of the year that shows the, hopefully, improvement between January of 2025 and Christmas season of 2025. Hopefully my video production will get a lot better. I think having some experience with producing music and working with digital audio workstations will probably help me learn how to make videos better. I'm sure I'll approach making videos the same way I make tracks and do body work. Just get in there and do it until I get really, really, really good at it. Thank you. I hope this gives you some insight into what this channel is about, and I apologize for the very amateur production of this video, but it is a baby step. Y'all have a blessed one.